Con man, biggest upset in the history of football this weekend.
Boom! How about it? And who was it? It was New England Patriots. It was Gerard Mayo. It was Ramondre Stevenson. It was a bunch of guys that nobody wanted, essentially. Nobody wanted to be on their football team. No one was happy about Jacoby Brissett, back up. And look at this offensive line. Not much push, but getting the job done. Ramondre went off. I mean, he was one of the top performing running backs all weekend. I think he had, 120 rush yards, a couple catches, touchdown, of course, the only one for the Patriots of the day. But Jacoby Brissett, I'm just going to say it, he made zero bad decisions. And for the entire weekend, there weren't many quarterbacks making zero bad decisions here. Of course, the push is starting with the center, David Andrews. He's basically walking guys into the end zone, and then Stevenson gets home. And that was one of those moments when the Patriots are up 7-0, like, holy shit, this might happen. And then when you got Keon White, who, when he got drafted, everyone said, that guy's 45 years old. I don't know how he's getting drafted at this moment in time, playing the way he did, 2.5 sacks, probably the biggest performance on the defensive side from the New England Patriots, aside from that play right there, Kyle Duggar. And that was kind of the play you look back on during the game, like, oh, that is exactly why the Patriots won the game. The play before this, too, Mike Gesicki touchdown, got called back, didn't actually catch it, did a sick gritty throughout the entire end zone.
Well, that's Gesicki football.
Yeah, exactly. That's just kind of what Mikey does. And, it was a revenge game for him, so I'm bummed that he didn't score against the Pats. But, no, it was incredible. The defense is exactly what we thought they were going to be. Incredible on the back end. The Bengals couldn't get open whatsoever. If you look at Joey Burrow's pass chart, it wasn't good. He could only kind of throw short balls. This was the biggest thing, though. 3rd and 5, basically all day we were getting him to 3rd down and then stopping him. A lot of pressure from Uche and Keon White. Those are kind of the two biggest guys as far as getting to Burrow, and then Christian Gonzalez covering Jamar Chase. I tweeted at AP Tone, hey, you better take note of this guy, okay? One-on-one against Jamar Chase. He had 3 catches for 13 yards. That was it. But it was an incredible day. Huge victory for the Patriots. Just happy to have one. And, the culture's turning back. We're winning some football.
Massive, massive upset. We'll ask Bill Belichick what his thoughts were on that particular Patriots performance in about an hour or so. Defense seemingly was just going to be expected to be sound.
Yeah.
But they're taking on Joey Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And now there was some shots on the sideline. Joey Burrow working that wrist. Now, is that just normal? We don't know. He did hurt it last year, and that particular injury is one that has certainly hindered defensive players in the past. But we were told that the surgery happened so quick after the injury that the blood flow was always through there, so he should be in a good spot. Didn't feel like it was anything, but as we go through this season, Cincinnati Bengals dealt with some drama in the offseason.
Yep.
Remember, Jamar Chase didn't do anything. Then he came back. Then he's in. Then he has food poisoning, and he almost got hit by the RAV4. And everything going. It's like the Bengals notoriously slow starters, but we thought because Joey Burrow had his first full training camp. Remember, he had appendicitis, and he had like a knee thing. Then he had an arm thing. It was like every training camp he kind of was bitten by this unfortunate bug. This year he was there the entire training camp. Jamar Chase wasn't. Whatever the case, Patriots get a massive win. Maybe they're better than we could have expected.
Maybe.
It feels that way.
Maybe the Patriots are being undersold by a Patriots fan. And maybe Coach Mayo is the new leader in the clubhouse for hilarious things being said in interviews and press conferences. I will not be the one that will quote what Coach Mayo said about Jacoby Brissett. Feels like a safe idea there.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
Because, that entire. But Coach Mayo is talking, the way Coach Mayo is handling that culture of that locker room, and to get a massive win over Cincinnati early, who had Super Bowl hopes. It's like Coach Mayo can be like, we can beat anybody. Look, we can beat anybody. We can beat anybody. All it takes is one of those things to get rolling, and then Jacoby Brissett playing such good football, we don't have to rush into Drake May.
Nope.
We don't have to rush into Drake May at all. Get a chance to experience it. Congrats to the New England Patriots.